Hello, welcome along, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench. Yes, it's that time of the month again, and we've got another 4 packs, is it? Yes, for the Hachette Lancaster bomber B.III Dambuster bomber. So we've got another 4 packs to go through. I'm not quite sure how long I will stay on with this lot, so we may do 4 lots in one video, we may do 4 separate videos. I don't know. So as usual, we've got our parts, and as usual, we'll look at the magazine before we do anything. So we can see on here, we have our lovely Lancaster magazine, which we get with every single issue, and we get our binders to keep it in as well. So we've got a cutting mat here for opening the bags. So here you can see inside here, as usual, we've got the prototype model there on its base and everything. And these are the parts we're going to be getting. So we're working on the port inboard engine now, engine number 3. And they've got these drive shafts and everything. Remember, these were quite troublesome. I think they've sorted out the issues now. So we'll see where we go with that. And then we're going to be assembling all this together going forward. So in the magazine, JB603, take it easy. JB603 was a Mark III ton-up Lancaster. That means it did 100 sorties. That entered service in November 43 and was eventually shot down over the Reich in January 45. Built in Manchester, part of contract 1807, and was powered by 4 Merlin 38s. So there we go. And we can see in there we've got the green and silver turret interior. It looks like we may have some light green on there for the nose as well. But yeah, very, very nice. We've got the black turret there on the rear. And then Arthur Harris, very famous man, born in Cheltenham, just up the road from me, on the 13th of April. And and he was born in 1892, and in 1946 he was made Marshal of the RAF and retired in the September. So there we go. And then in issue 56 we've got the supercharger parts coming for the engine as well. So I don't know how much building we're going to do actually, because you've seen all this before. We've done all this already twice, is it? We've already done this? I think it's twice, isn't it? So I'm not going to bother video and record it for the 3rd time. Because you've seen it, you can just go back and have a look. So I think what we'll do is we'll skip the actual building and we'll go straight to magazine in pack 56 and see what we've got in here. Well, we know what we've got in here, it's the supercharger parts. So we've got our supercharger parts there. So here we have the magazine. So once again, going inside here, we've got all the parts we're going to be using. There's the supercharger parts for the engine. And down here we've got the model. Here you've got the information. If you want to find out more about getting one of these, you can click on the link down below the video and you can find out all there is to know about getting one. I don't know if you can still get it to start, but I'm sure there will be people out there selling them used. So you've got all the supercharger assembly, we've got the magnetos going and everything. As I say, we've done all this before twice. You don't need to see it all again really. So I'll just switch the camera off and just bang 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 get it all together. So here we are, crew training. Royal Air Force training for bomber air crews was long and intensive to ensure that they operated at maximum efficiency. It took 7 men to crew the Avro Lancaster: pilot, flight engineer, navigator, bomb aimer, wireless operator and 2 air gunners. The recruitment process typically began before an air crew selection board, where the candidates underwent 1 to 3 days of medical and aptitude tests before embarking on a grueling 18-month training regime. Blimey, all that, and then some of them didn't even make 2 journeys, did they? 2 sorties. So sad. Such sad times. And then come over the page, the raid on Bremen. You can see there's a beautiful Lancaster there. Sat there all loaded up probably. Yeah, the tyres look pretty flat, so it looks like she's loaded up. Of the 960 aircraft that took part in the raid, only 96 were actually Lancasters. And there's Bremen there, you can see all destroyed. Terrible, terrible times. And it looks like there in the next part in 57 we've got engine bearers and radiators. Again, we've done all that before, so I don't think we need to cover all that again. So we'll have a look at our magazine for 57. I think what I'll do is turn the camera off and I'll go away and do the work, and then I'll come back and show you the completed engine. So what have we got in here? Here we've got the usual sort of stuff here. There's all your customer services and everything. So let's get rid of that. And then we got the parts, so we can check out the parts. We're going to put the radiators together, add the plenum on there, and then get all that going together. And then here we've got JB663, King of the Air. This Mark III Lancaster flew a total of 111 missions during World War II, being in the air for a total of 985 hours and covering 150,000 miles. Bloody hell. Incredible. Flew its 100th mission, on the 4th of November 1944. The event was celebrated by painting a big bong symbol on the side of the fuselage, as seen in this photograph. There you go, you see. There's her crew there. Very nice. Railway marshalling yards such as these in Uvésy-sur-Orge, France, were key targets for Allied bombers prior to and after D-Day operations. Handy Page Halifax, beautiful aircraft. I wish somebody would do a 1/32 scale model of that. It would be very nice to see. The 4-engine Halifax was a true workhorse of Bomber Command, although often overshadowed by its more glamorous rival, the Lancaster. Yeah, lots of people love the Halifax. Very pretty plane, I think. Very pretty plane. So there we are. So that's it. So, and then in the next magazine, we're going to be starting on the undercarriage. Now, we've only done the undercarriage once before, obviously, because we've only got one lot of undercarriage. And I think there are some design changes coming to make it operate better. So what we'll do, we'll just cover those 3 magazines in this one. And what I'll do is go away, do that work, build that up, and then I'll come back and show you how the engine looks after all this work is done. And there we go, guys. All done. That's our 3rd engine. So you can see there, we've basically, what we've done here, we've made up all the supercharger parts. We've fitted the gear drive onto the front. We've now got a nice free turning shaft. Fitted some pipes and everything. Radiator, engine bearers, the mechanism for the vents in the bottom, supercharger on the back, shaft through the middle. So there you go. You can see that's all there, as you've seen all before, done millions of times, well, done 3 times now. So we've only got one more to do. And we've got this piece of plastic here, which is going to go on the end of the shaft. It says to keep it in the box till later, but you may as well just pop it on there for safekeeping. And then you can put this away, ready for being fitted. Now in 57, we're moving on to undercarriage. So I'm assuming we're not going to be starting, sorry, 58. We're not going to be fitting this to the bulkhead at this point. So, because we've got a motor and everything to go in behind, haven't we? So I do wonder actually if this engine will be exposed. I don't really know. None of the other 2 aren't, but we will see. But there we go. So that's our engine there, all done. And yep. And before all of you start commenting, yes, it is too small. It is underscale to allow it to fit inside the plastic and metal housings or whatever. This is generally the way with model aircraft. If they made the engine the correct size, then obviously the thickness of the plastic would make the fuselage oversized, so they have to go small. For example, go and look at the Trumpeter P-38 Lightning. The engines in that are tiny. Tamiya came along and did the Spitfire with the very thin engine cowlings, which made quite a difference, but the engine is still slightly underscale. So there we go. So there we are. That's the 3 parts. So that's 55, 56 and 57. I will see you back shortly for pack 58, which is here. And as you know, we'll be doing some more undercarriage work. See you for that one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.